Now, finally, the Battle City Tournament Finals can begin. Not really, because technically they start in the next episode, but we're finally at the stadium where it can happen. So, yeah, let's just take what we can get. Well, you gotta love how before season 5, the best flashbacks they could give about, a Tem in, ancient Egypt, which is just a bunch of sand and the pyramids. That's, all they did back then, really. Nothing much, so, yeah, that's it. You also gotta love how, freaking Merrick and Odeon were somehow in here, but yet it wasn't until literally very recently how Kaiba and Mokuba thought they heard someone, how they didn't realize someone else was already in here. I know the stadium's still being built, but don't you guys have any security besides just the regular bodyguards that always go with you? You gotta love how Joey, of all people, manages to somehow figure out that, Yamu, it's Merrick, but he's pretending it's a different name. How he manages to figure out that Merrick is actually kind of evil. Joey, no one else, not even Yugi, because the power of the Millennium Puzzle doesn't work that way. Remember, this is the Millennium Puzzle, where they don't work in different ways and no one explains them properly until, when they actually need to be. Oh, gee, Taya, I didn't know he was one of the Battle City finalists, because only people who know where the finalist location is would know that. I know that already. They're also suspicious that, Bakura is out of the hospital already, but don't ask any further questions than that. And also, why is, Merrick all the way over there somehow? It's like someone took a picture of him from the internet, took this frame, and then copy and pasted it in there. Where's this dual disc? What? Oh, boy. For some reason, also Mokuba doing the same thing as Kaiba, for some reason, Kaiba doesn't disqualify Odeon for harming his little brother. Yeah, because he needs each of them card to become the #1 duelist. That's been his whole thing for Battle City so far. So, big bro, what are you gonna do about Odeon? Well, Mokuba, I'm not disqualifying him, but he kidnapped me and almost killed me. Well, I need to get the Egyptian card to become the #1 duelist. Yeah, you go do that, bro. Yeah, they're not going to be dueling in the stadium because it's still under construction. Note to self, remember, this stadium will become important in the future. Hinting at that for foreshadowing later. They're going to be dueling on the blimp in the sky, which is just equally as cool, but a lot more dangerous. Because if you fall off, I hope you have a parachute for some reason. Well, yeah, because you walked in here because only the finalists would know where to go. Because, no one else noticed the big stadium being built in the city, obviously. And she's just the final confrontation. Well, yes. Well, technically not until Season 3 where the whole thing happens, but the start of it, okay. Let's just go with that. Here's Kaiba going on his own spiel of assaulting Joey for, the 15th time this week because they hate each other so much. That's kind of like Joey and Kaiba's character dynamic. Insulting each other. Yeah, good times. Well, technically, Yugi doesn't have to, because you only have to give up the rarest card in your deck. Because, you just just not lose your rarest card, just don't have it in your deck. Pretty simple, right? He doesn't have to, Yugi, you don't have to do that. It's like the owner of all Egyptian God cards. Yeah, and then he opens up with a hand with all 3 Egyptian God cards, Blue Eyes White Dragon, and then Flute of Summoning Dragon with the most bricky hand of all, starting bricky hand of all time. Because you have all those cards doesn't mean your opening hand's gonna necessarily be good. Gotta love all the brother and sister moments Joey and Serenity have. It's really nice, And it's really calm to see how besides all the chaos happening, just to see family dynamics happening. Nothing can ruin this moment. And then, of course, Taya and Tristan ruin everything. Mostly Taya, because I don't care. Why are you still here? Oh my god. It's just... it's still, like I said, Taya only is really here to explain stuff we already know. And in most of those stuff we already do know, way leaks before everyone else somehow figures it out. This is also a thing between Tristan and Duke to see who can try to date Serenity first. Yeah, that's pretty much what their character dynamic is. I was fire you two jokers. Oh, what? What do they do? They're knocking on the door telling them to prepare? What? Kyra probably just has all its cards face down on the table, looking at each one individually. And Mokuba, you're not that good of a duelist. Anyone could beat you any time of the day. Also, you're so short with that weird-ass hairdo, and you get kidnapped every 5 minutes of the week, and the guards are not this again. So maybe stop talking with all that lip, mister. You don't need to use the God card to stop the world from destruction. You just need to beat someone in a card game, because apparently that's what it stakes for everything. Apparently. The flashback, remember Season 1 where we first saw Bakura could take over the evil spirit of the ring because for some reason it's the only evil item? We'll get to why that's a thing in Season 5, which is not until a very later future video. Can't wait. So yeah, that's the whole thing. Can't wait for the actual last duels of Battle City to actually begin next episode. So there's that. So yeah, that's I guess another episode before the finals of Battle City start. And now we're actually gonna get to the dueling part of this again next episode because yeah, it's gonna be there, and I'll see you all next time. See ya.